take a breath. Just one slow breath. If you're here right now, there's a good chance you're carrying something heavy. Maybe you've lost someone who mattered deeply to you. Maybe the weight of that loss still sits on your chest some mornings when you wake up. Maybe you're wondering if you'll ever feel whole again. I want to start by saying something important. This video won't take your pain away. No video can do that. No words, no matter how beautiful, can undo what you've been through. But what I can offer you in the next few minutes is this: a moment to breathe, to feel seen, and to remember that you're not broken. You're not doing this wrong, and you're not alone. Grief is one of the strangest experiences we go through as human beings. It doesn't follow rules. It doesn't respect timelines. One day you might feel okay, even laugh at something. The next day, a random song or a smell, or the way sunlight hits a room, can bring everything rushing back. And here's what I want you to know. That's normal, all of it. The good days and the impossible days. The moments when you feel their presence, and the moments when you can't remember the sound of their voice. It's all part of the journey. Let's talk about what grief really is. We've been taught to think of grief as something we get over, like it's a mountain we climb, and once we reach the top, we're done. We're healed. We move on. But that's not how it works. Grief is not something you get over. It's something you learn to carry. And over time, you get stronger at carrying it. The weight doesn't necessarily get lighter, but you get better at holding it. Think of it like this. When someone you love dies, it's like a stone drops into the pond of your life. At first, the ripples are enormous. They disrupt everything. Every thought, every moment, every breath is touched by that loss. But slowly, over time, the ripples get smaller. They don't disappear. They never fully disappear. But they become gentler. There's more calm water between each wave. And that's okay. That's not forgetting. That's healing. Let me tell you some things that grieving people often experience. See if any of these sound familiar. You might feel guilty when you're happy. Maybe you laughed at something, and then immediately felt terrible about it. Like you're betraying their memory by having a good moment. But here's the truth. Your joy doesn't diminish your love. The person you lost wouldn't want you to stop living. They'd want you to find reasons to smile again. You might feel angry at them for leaving, at doctors, at God or the universe, at other people who still have what you lost. Anger is a normal part of grief. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human. You might feel numb sometimes, like you're going through the motions but not really there. That's your mind's way of protecting you. It's giving you a break from the intensity of the pain. Don't fight it. Let yourself rest. You might have moments where you forget they're gone. You reach for your phone to text them. You think, oh, they'd love this. And then reality crashes back in. These moments can be devastating, but they're also a testament to how deeply they were woven into your life. You might feel like no one understands. People say things like, they're in a better place, or everything happens for a reason, or at least they're not suffering anymore. And while they mean well, those words can feel hollow when you're the one left behind. It's okay to feel frustrated by that. There are aspects of grief that people don't talk about enough. Let me share some of them with you. Grief comes in waves, even years later. You might be fine for months, and then something small, a date on the calendar, a familiar smell, a stranger who looks like them, hits you like a truck. This doesn't mean you're going backward. It just means you loved deeply. Grief changes your relationships. Some people won't know how to be around you. They might avoid you, not because they don't care, but because they don't know what to say. Meanwhile, people you least expect might show up in beautiful ways. Let them. Accept the help when it's offered. Grief can make you question everything: your beliefs, your purpose, your own mortality. This isn't weakness. It's your mind trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Give yourself permission to sit in those questions without needing immediate answers. You might feel closer to the person now than you did when they were alive. Sometimes in death, we see people more clearly. We understand them better. We forgive them for their flaws and appreciate their gifts in new ways. That's a strange kind of grace. Now let's talk about some things that might actually help, not fix you, because you're not broken, but support you as you navigate this journey. Create rituals that feel meaningful to you. Maybe you light a candle on their birthday. Maybe you visit a place they loved. Maybe you cook their favorite meal. Rituals give your grief somewhere to go. They honor the person you lost while allowing you to feel connected to them. Talk to them, if it helps. I'm not claiming they can hear you in some mystical way. I don't know what happens after we die, and neither does anyone else with certainty. But I do know this: talking to them can bring you comfort. It can help you process your thoughts, write them letters, speak to their photo, share your day with them in your mind. If it feels good, do it. Tell stories about them. Keep their memory alive by sharing who they were. The funny things they did, the wisdom they shared, the quirks that made them unique. When you tell their story, they live on through you. Let yourself feel whatever you feel. Don't judge your emotions. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, find a safe place and scream. If you need to laugh, laugh. All of it is valid. All of it is part of healing. Be patient with yourself on the hard days. Some days, just getting out of bed is an achievement. Some days, taking a shower feels like climbing a mountain. That's okay. Do what you can. Be gentle with yourself. Tomorrow is a new day. Connect with others who understand. Grief support groups, whether in person or online, can be incredibly healing. There's something powerful about being in a room, or a chat, with people who get it, who don't need you to explain, who won't try to fix you, who just sit with you in the pain. Sometimes grief becomes more than sadness. Sometimes it becomes depression, anxiety, or something that interferes with your ability to function. If you're experiencing any of these, please consider reaching out to a professional. Thoughts of harming yourself, inability to take care of basic needs for extended periods, feeling completely disconnected from reality, substance abuse to numb the pain, intense anxiety or panic attacks, feeling stuck in your grief for years without any relief. There's no shame in asking for help. Therapy isn't a sign of weakness. It's a tool like any other. A grief counselor or therapist who specializes in bereavement can provide strategies and support that friends and family, with all their good intentions, simply can't. This might sound strange, but sometimes grief changes us in unexpected ways. Not good ways necessarily. I would never say that losing someone is good, but sometimes, in the aftermath, we discover things about ourselves. Grief can make us more compassionate. When you've been through deep pain, you recognize it in others. You become the person who knows what to say, or more importantly, what not to say, when someone else is hurting. Grief can clarify what matters. It strips away the trivial. It shows you who your real friends are. It reminds you that time is precious and that love is worth the risk of loss. Grief can connect you to your own strength. You're surviving something you thought would destroy you. Every day you get up, every moment you keep breathing, is evidence of your resilience. You're stronger than you knew. Grief can deepen your capacity for joy. This might not be true yet, but many people find that after they've touched the depths of sorrow, they can appreciate joy in ways they never did before. The small moments become sacred. A sunset, a kind word, a child's laughter. These things carry more weight because you understand how fragile and precious they are. Here's something I want you to understand. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean you'll stop missing them. It doesn't mean their absence will ever feel okay. Healing means you learn to live with the loss. You integrate it into who you are. The person you lost becomes part of your story, part of what shaped you, part of the love you carry forward. You don't move on from someone you loved. That phrase never sat right with me. Instead, you move forward, and you bring them with you. In your memories, in the lessons they taught you, in the ways they changed you. Their physical presence is gone. But their impact on your life, that's permanent. That's the part death can't touch. I want to offer you a simple practice. If you're in a place where you can do this safely, try it now. If not, come back to this when you're ready. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. Again, breathe in and out. Now, bring to mind the person you've lost, not the moment of their death, not the pain, just them, their face, their presence, the feeling of being around them. And silently, in your mind, say these words: I remember you, I carry you with me. I honor you by continuing to live. I release the guilt I've been holding. I release the anger that exhausts me. I keep the love, and I let the rest go. Take one more deep breath. When you're ready, open your eyes. When you tell their story, they live on through you. Let yourself feel whatever you feel. Don't judge your emotions. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, find a safe place and scream. If you need to laugh, laugh. All of it is valid. All of it is part of healing. Be patient with yourself on the hard days. Some days, just getting out of bed is an achievement. Some days, taking a shower feels like climbing a mountain. That's okay. Do what you can. Be gentle with yourself. Tomorrow is a new day. Connect with others who understand. Grief support groups, whether in person or online, can be incredibly healing. There's something powerful about being in a room or a chat with people who get it, who don't need you to explain, who won't try to fix you, who just sit with you in the pain. If you've made it this far, thank you for trusting me with your time and your tender heart. I know videos like this can't fix everything, but I hope this one gave you something. Maybe just a moment of feeling understood. Maybe permission to feel what you're feeling. Maybe a small reminder that you're going to be okay, even when it doesn't feel like it. Grief is the price we pay for love. And while that price can feel unbearably high, it's also proof of something beautiful. You loved someone deeply enough that their absence creates a hole in your world. That kind of love is rare, it's sacred, and it's worth every tear you've cried. You're not doing this wrong. There is no wrong way to grieve, as long as you're being honest with yourself and treating yourself with kindness. Take it one day at a time. 1 hour if that's all you can manage. 1 breath if that's where you are. You're going to survive this. Not because you're special or strong or chosen, but because you're human, and humans have been carrying grief since the beginning of time. It's woven into our DNA. We're built for this, even though it doesn't feel like it. The person you lost would want you to find peace. They'd want you to laugh again. They'd want you to love again. They'd want you to live the fullest life you possibly can. So do that. Not today, necessarily. Not even this year. But someday. Do it for them. Do it for yourself. Do it because you're still here, and that means your story isn't over yet. Take care of yourself. Be gentle with your heart. And remember, you're not alone. If you found comfort in this video, you might want to share it with someone else who's grieving. Sometimes just knowing we're not the only ones helps. Take care of you. You matter.